More than a week after his landslide victory, the records keep tumbling.
We have the largest ALP caucus in history since Federation.
Labor's seat count now sitting at 92, and with 5 still in doubt, its tally could rise even further. But the Prime Minister's not waiting, today unveiling his new look frontbench without some familiar faces. Mark Dreyfus and Ed Husic forced out by factional bosses.
That's a system that's there. It's one that Ed and others have supported.
Among the changes, Ed Husic and Mark Dreyfus replaced in Cabinet by Tim Ayres, who takes on Industry and Science, and Anne Ali. Michelle Rowland is to become the Attorney-General, with her communications portfolio shifted to Annika Wells. Amanda Rishworth will take on workplace relations, Mark Butler adds the NDIS to his health portfolio, and Tanya Plibersek moves into social services, losing environment and water to Murray Watt.
She was very positive about the portfolio.
Joining the ranks of the Outer Ministry, Sam Ray, Daniel Molino and Jess Walsh, while the Prime Minister's promoted Nita Green, Peter Khalil, Andrew Charlton and brand new MP Rebecca White to his Assistant Ministry.
I've got people who are, I think, in the best positions.
After meeting for less than an hour, the Nationals decided David Littleproud was best placed to keep leading their party.
David Littleproud has been elected as leader of the National Party and Kevin Hogan has been elected as deputy leader.
Having fended off a challenge from Matt Canavan, the leadership team has been settled.
It's a great honour to lead our great party.
And the reckoning for the junior coalition partner begins.
We need to have a deep, honest look at what went wrong.
Climate and energy policies on the table.
I think this whole net zero agenda is tying this nation down, costing us a fortune.
But for now, nuclear remains.
We'll work through the whole process, but the fundamentals haven't changed. You cannot run an economy of the industrial scale the size of Australia on an all-renewables approach.
Tomorrow, it's the Liberals' turn to resolve what's expected to be a tight leadership contest. Susan Lee versus Angus Taylor and his new running mate, Nationals defector Jacinta Nampijinpa Price. That meeting will coincide with the swearing-in of the Prime Minister's new frontbench, his final domestic duty before jetting off to Jakarta and on to the Vatican for the inauguration of the new Pope. Jane Norman, ABC News, Canberra.
So, what does the new front bench indicate about Labor's second-term agenda? Here's national political lead David Spears.
This is a substantial frontbench shake-up. The top 6 ministers remain unchanged, but for the next rung down, the moves do reveal Labor's priorities for its second term and who will be trusted to deliver them. Mark Butler has been loaded up with a super portfolio: health, aged care, disability, NDIS, all politically sensitive areas where spending growth needs to be reined in. There are now clearly more women than men in the Cabinet, which is a first. One of them, Tanya Plibersek, is being moved sideways, but insists she's genuinely positive about taking on social services. In her place, Murray Watt has been given the task of fixing an unresolved headache from the first term, coming up with new environmental laws that can satisfy both the Greens and Western Australia. The bruises are still being felt within the party after the factional push to dump Ed Husic and Mark Dreyfus. But that's nothing compared to what's going on over in the coalition. The Nationals have stuck with their leader, but the debate is now alive and unresolved over whether to stick with net zero. And this will create difficulty for whoever emerges as Liberal leader tomorrow.